So there was a few reasons I went for this role. At the time of the elections, I had a part-time job that was to do with digital online learning, and I guess I was a bit frustrated with how things were happening in UL, and I felt I could improve the student experience there. And I also knew the previous academic officer, Alison, and she sort of inspired me to go for the role too. So not to be dramatic, but genuinely all of them. In particular, I would say my kind of confidence in public speaking and presenting has really come on massively. And I guess my kind of self-management and time management skills, as you really are your own boss in this job, so you need to be able to kind of self-manage. Unfortunately, kind of what surprised me most about this role was the lack of time that I would have. Between meetings and emails and things that crop up during the day, there really isn't a lot of time left to work on your own goals. So it's really important to manage your expectations, and just because you put something on your manifesto doesn't necessarily mean you'll get it done, and that's okay. So two main reasons I recommend this role to students would be, firstly, because it's fun and dynamic. Every day is different in this job. One day you could be preparing for an event and organising graphics for that event, and the next you could be on a meeting with the provost and the president talking about the accommodation crisis. No 2 days are ever the same, and that's kind of what's so enjoyable about this job. And I guess following on from that, because it's so diverse, you can develop and grow in so many different ways. The professional and kind of personal development is like no other. So the advice I would give for running a successful campaign would be to be yourself and be realistic. It's not necessary to be funny. I know there's a tendency to want to be, but if you try too hard, sometimes it can come across as cringy. Try and show that you are confident. Students are looking at someone who can kind of represent them the best. So show that you're confident in raising your voice and representing students. So I think my biggest win this year before Christmas was to do with the exams. I know they still caused a lot of stress for students, but we did manage to get about 85% of the exams moved online, and we also got the COVID I grade reinstated. So those were fantastic supports for students who were really worried at the time.